And we're back. All right, let's get into our top gaming news of last week and get into our lead story. More acquisitions. More. They just keep, I mean, the consolidation of the industries. It's coming, baby. It's just going to be two
It's
major
coming.
companies.
It's been. It
It's just going
is.
to be. It's just going to be like two or three major companies. That's
That's
it. And
right.
the
That's right.
video games would be three companies, and that's it. That's it.
Like, I like the MCU and everything's connected, and you don't really have a big issue with like rights and characters and all that, but then it also becomes a monolith, right? You can't make your own movie without going through Kevin Feige, and it's like now it's got to be in the universe, got to be the thing. So it's
So,
pros and cons.
all right. So PlayStation has acquired. Well, Sony has acquired
Mm-hmm.
another studio.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Jade Raymond's Haven studio.
Yeah.
Now they've
Yeah.
taken a different approach than Microsoft. Microsoft is buying the sort of the bigger name studios with bigger name IP, and we know why, right? Because they're trying to fill up their subscription service with
Yeah.
notable IPs that people
Games
will want
Pass. Mm-hmm.
want to pay, right? Still should buy Atari so they could put all the Atari games on there with the Activision Atari games for the old school gamers.
I
I'm just saying,
mean,
I'm still dying on that hill, baby.
I
I'm
mean,
still dying on that
it's
hill.
it's not difficult. You could snatch it up for super cheap.
I know.
But I
There you
don't
go.
know
Well, we
the
talked about it
value
last week.
proposition there is.
We
I
talked
don't
we
know.
talked about it last week or 2 weeks ago. Atari, the company Atari, is making acquisitions themselves
I
for
know. I know.
far less money. By the way,
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't see how much they paid, but Jade Raymond Studios Haven is a new studio, no known IP, so I can't imagine they paid too much for them. However, uh, they are working on a multiplayer game. Now, Sony
Sure.
said they are not abandoning their strategy of single player games dominating their portfolio, but they definitely want to have some market share in the multiplayer space, which is why they bought
Bungie. Yeah.
Bungie, right?
Yeah.
And Bungie,
And so you have
well, if you,
Destiny, right? Which is like
you have
already an
Destiny,
established thing. Destiny 2 is a thing. Who knows if Destiny 3 is the next game or if there's a new game that's like coming in the hopper. It could go either way. But now you would potentially, in a couple years, you would have two live service games that are kind of in your portfolio, which is awesome.
well, they did say they wanted to put out like 10 live service games in the next 5 years or something along those lines,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Which
So
which I would have to think a studio Santa Monica or whoever makes what is it? I forget who makes Horizon, but one of those studios is going to have to either have a live service component in their game or specifically switch to a live service game, right? Make like their version of the Division or whatever it is.
well, I don't know what games they're counting. Like if you count Destiny, right? If you count whatever other game that Bungie's in the
I
works
would I
or
would I would
doing,
say Destiny's
and
probably
then
counted in that 10 mix for
definitely an
sure.
account.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
So, but for Sony to just buy Haven Studios with no proven track record of IP, even though Jade Raymond been in the industry for a long time,
Oh
very
yeah,
long
yeah,
time.
yeah. I mean,
Just
she
left
she
just left Google and that mess with
yeah,
Stadia.
yeah, yeah. I mean, she worked on the early Assassin's Creed titles,
She did. She
which
worked at
were
Ubisoft.
some of the best. Yeah, yeah. So
So
she's
the
got some
idea,
pedigree.
whatever that they're working on,
Mhm.
Sony must have really, really were impressed or really liked, right? And to be honest, it was a Sony exclusive game to begin with, so it's not like Xbox or Nintendo users are missing out on something. This game was never slated to come out for anything else. They were working
Well,
on a
wait.
PlayStation
The one
exclusive
that
game.
she was working on at Google.
No, right now in Haven. So when they started Haven Studios, they
Hmm.
announced that they were working on a PlayStation exclusive multiplayer game.
Oh. Right. After they got out of Google. Sure, sure.
Well, after she
Right. After she got out of
when
Google.
she
Yeah.
started Haven, it was a PlayStation only game anyway. So
Right. Right.
Nintendo
Right.
and Xbox users they're not really missing out on anything.
Hmm.
So again, Sony's approach buying smaller studios, right? To come up with new ideas, new IP, or like Fire Sprite to be more of a support studio.
Hmm.
and help out with VR stuff because they do VR. They do a lot of VR games, and I think they're doing the Horizon VR game too.
Yep. Yep.
So
The which I'm curious to see how that ends up turning out because the VR is shaping up to be really cool. I just if
what?
they can get like the motion right,
Yeah.
could be good.